Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to do a video about how my own law school, Fordham Law School in New York City, has joined the Get Sarah Braasch Killed Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry for money and gain, and how no one should go to Fordham Law School. They are woke KKK monsters. They are proponents of cancel culture and trial by Twitter. They are attacking and trying to destroy one of their own. They've created whole centers now at their law school, premised upon destroying me and getting me killed and driving me to suicide, premised upon the Get Sarah Braasch Killed Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry. I'm going to create a whole database of the entire Get Sarah Braasch Killed Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry. So I will do that. I have so much to do, so much on my plate, but this is really important for me to do this. To save my life and career, but also to stop these woke KKK monsters from getting any other innocents killed, from destroying any other innocent lives. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Please donate to my legal fund. I will have all of my fundraising links below, and my wonderful attorneys at Rendazzle Legal Group will be back in court in September, fighting to restore due process and equal protection at Yale and everywhere. Okay, so I sent an email to Fordham Law School Dean Matthew Diller. Now, I remember him from when I was at Fordham Law School, which was between 2006 and 2009. So I won all these accolades when I was at Fordham Law School. I was, at graduation, at commencement, I was awarded an award for the student with the highest grades in European Union law. I was considered like the student European Union law expert, and actually did a study abroad at the European University Institute in Florence, Italy for Fordham Law School, and I studied European Union law while I was there. As well as transitional justice and so many other topics. So I also went to Ethiopia on behalf of Fordham Law School and participated in a human rights clinic there in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And that's where I met with Fasil Nahum, who really changed my life, and I've done videos about that. And that experience culminated in a law school journal article in the International Law School, International Law Journal at Fordham Law School, and about the extrajudicial constitutional interpretation in Ethiopia and its impact on human rights, especially women's rights. So that, and I also went to Morocco on behalf of Fordham Law School, and I worked for a summer with the Moroccan Organization of Human Rights in Rabat, Morocco, and I was studying the Mudawwana, which was at the time the newly revised family code. So I've done all these amazing things for Fordham Law School, and it was Fordham Law School who gave me my fellowship, which I used to go work with Ni Pute Ni Soumise in Paris, France for a year after I graduated in 2009. And I went there and had the most amazing experience and conducted a sociological study in the suburbs, the predominantly Muslim immigrant suburbs, ghettoized suburbs, oppressed and marginalized suburbs around the major cities of France. But I did a sociological study on the sexual and reproductive rights and access to healthcare for women and girls of the suburbs, of the projects out in the suburbs. And so with Ni Pute Ni Soumise, So I've done all these amazing things with Fordham Law School and for Fordham Law School. That's where I established myself as a human and civil rights attorney. And so now Fordham Law School is trying to destroy me and drive me to suicide, and has joined the Get Sarah Braasch Killed Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry. And so I sent an email to Fordham Law School Dean Matthew Diller, whom I remember from my time at Fordham Law School during the aughts, right? So anyway, it's just, it broke my heart when I found out. It broke my heart. It absolutely shattered me. And I shouldn't be shocked anymore about being stabbed in the back and betrayed. I've been betrayed by persons whom I would have believed would have stood by my side until kingdom come, as I would have done for them. I've been betrayed by people whom I considered family, who then tried to profit off of turning me into a corpse and the destruction of my life. And so it shouldn't shock me anymore when this happens time and time again, but it does shock me. It does shock me. I'm shocked that my own law school is trying to destroy one of their own, attacking one of their own, and it is shocking to me. So I basically sent an email. I sent 2 separate emails to Fordham Law School Dean Matthew Diller. The second email, I was asking him to forgive my Fordham Law School loans, because Fordham Law School has now, just decimated my reputation, my livelihood, my capacity to earn money. So I will never be in a position to be able to pay those loans back. And so I've asked him to forgive my Fordham Law School loans, and I'll address that in a separate video. But I sent him an email just to ask him to please help me save my life and career. Help me save my life and career, and make a public apology to me. Now, I know that they aren't going to do this. They're going to do this because they've created entire centers now at Fordham Law School, premised upon me being the Nazi who was trying to lynch black students at Yale University that they claimed I was. And so I discovered that Fordham Law School had betrayed me, had joined the Get Sarah Braasch Killed Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry, which is so prevalent in US law schools now. Like, the best way right now to get ahead in academia in almost any field is to write a race-baiting dystopian fantasy book or article about me, in which I figure as the central genocidal villain. Even in astrophysics, and I will do separate videos about this, even in astrophysics, Chandra Prescott Weinstein and a bunch of other prominent people in astrophysics just got together, and they got a bunch of money from the Heising Simons Foundation, and they wrote a race-baiting dystopian fantasy article about me, in which I figure as the central genocidal villain, to further their academic careers. So this is something that everyone's trying to do, and I'll do many more articles about that. Many more YouTube videos and blog posts about that. And I am creating a database for the Get Sarah Braasch Killed Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry. But what I want to address in this video specifically is that I did send an email to Fordham Law School Dean Matthew Diller, asking him to stop trying to get me killed, to please help me save my life and career, and to please stop trying to drive me to suicide, and to please help me get the truth out about the witch hunt at Yale, help me end woke KKK cancel culture and trial by Twitter without due process, which is destroying us, which is destroying our legal system, which is destroying the constitutional principle of due process, which is destroying our egalitarian public space. And I asked him also to ask Fordham Law School Professor Bennett Capers to retract his race-baiting dystopian fantasy article in the Minnesota Law Review about me, called "The Law School as a White Space," It is a Living While Black race hoax article. It is a death threat against me, meant to destroy me, drive me to suicide, destroy my lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers. So Fordham Law School Dean Matthew Diller did not respond. I didn't expect him to respond, but that just shows his complete lack of humanity. It just shows that Fordham Law School regards me as a worthless piece of poor white trash who can be destroyed and killed, and it doesn't matter because they don't see me as fully human. And it's just really, it's heartbreaking, it's reprehensible, it's venal, it's devastating. But this is the life I live now. This is the world I live in now. This is the hellish nightmare that I live in now. So Fordham Law School professor Bennett Keepers has decided, as many other people have decided, that the best way for him to advance his legal academic career is to build a career on my back by trying to turn me into a corpse, by contributing to the Get Sarah Braasch Kill Black Trauma Moral Outrage industry. And many other people have realized that this is the best possible way to advance your academic career, is to write a race-baiting dystopian fantasy article about me in which I figure as the central genocidal villain. Okay, I will have much more to say about this, but I'm gonna stop there for tonight. But I love you all so much, and just please donate to my legal fund so we can restore due process and equal protection at Yale and everywhere. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I love you all so much, and have a great night. Okay.